At bar, you already know, like they got these little cops running around that can't really do nothing. Most of the time it's Mr. Goodley doing stuff. So I mean, y'all know Mr. Goodley. It doesn't get anywhere. Like it goes to the office and then it's killed because they automatically get suspended. To me, I think our school handles violence pretty well. But as for other schools, it's like they get arrested and the policemen violent with the people that's getting arrested just because they got in a fight. So I think our school handles it pretty well.
I don't think the Grange school handle fights pretty well because they just bring in the whole SWAT team trying to hurt everybody and anybody that got
Mason people.
And then the only thing they be doing is sending to the office and you get suspended, come back the next 2 days and they acting like it ain't nothing. They gonna fight again. I mean, it's simple.
Oh, well, at our way, I mean, it's not really too much violence at our way. It's just different stuff like selling drugs and stuff like that. You know it's going around the school, but it's not to a point where people start fighting and all that type of stuff. Mostly at our way, it's just mess, like rumors and stuff about you. And people don't take it to the point to where they'll probably fight you and stuff like that. It's just certain people around the school. It's not the whole school. It's just a select few that just think that way. They have that mentality.
Okay, back to the way that we experienced earlier when everybody was like egging on. Why do you feel people feel they have to egg on a fight instead of stopping it? Why is that?
Messy.
Instigating. Honestly, I don't want to sound silly, but like Lake Charles is whack. So when you see a fight, it's like, oh my God, a fight! Like somebody fighting, somebody confrontating, and usually that's the biggest form of entertainment for people just walking around the streets, like at a park or at a party. When you see somebody fighting, it's like, oh my God, somebody fighting. It ain't just nobody dancing, dancing.
Like
it's somebody fighting. Like, oh my God. So plus it's like they like to see who gonna win it and who bigger and better, all kind of stuff.
And they want to have something to talk about.
So why do you feel they get mad when they, like you saying with the SWAT team, macing everybody and, I mean, why would you do it?
Why would you fight?
No, why would you run to it if you know that going to happen? Well, LeGrange,
first of all, adrenaline, because it's like, oh my God, yeah, I told you. It's just exciting.
You have something to say? You want to say something? Anybody want to say something on violence in the audience?
What a start. If it's your friend, you feel like you need to be involved because, that's your friend. You don't want to be like, he get beat up and then they be like, why didn't you help your son out? Man, he got bruised. They be like, and you supposed to say, that ain't my business, that wasn't my fight. But then they be like, oh, you a punk. Now you got some more fights to go around.
But what if they get jumped?
That's what I'm saying, they get jumped, man, dog. That's why you gotta be right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just let your friend get jumped and then he mad at you and he wanna fight you because he didn't got a black eye and bad nose and all that. So you gotta be right there. But if it's a one-on-one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really,
that ain't your business.
You should, if it's a one-on-one, obviously the two people got a reason for fighting, so it should not have nothing to do with you. Even though that's your friend, that's your cousin, that's your brother, that's your sister, it don't matter. They fight to fight, let them fight it.
Like I'm saying, hold on, I ain't done talking. Hold on, excuse me.
Oh.
I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking.
Yeah, he right, show some respect.
All right, like they had a fight at school, and the dude that got in a fight, he had rolled with me because we was at a parade. So I brought him to school. My son got beat up. Hold on, man, hold on. My son got beat up. So then my other friend, he was like, why you brought the dude up here to get beat up? I'm like, man, he said he wanted to fight the dude, so I brought him over here. It ain't my business he got beat up. I just provided the ride. It wasn't my business. They were like, man, you should have helped him. What? It was a one-on-one. They squared up and he got beat up. It wasn't my business. I was just the ride. I brought him there and I probably got to bring him to the hospital, but it wasn't my place to jump into the fight.
you know, like one of your friends speak with somebody, the whole clique gotta be like, oh, if you don't like her, well, I don't like her either. And then tell my son, well, if you fight us, then I'm back doing you, I'm back doing you. Then they end up jumping. That's the truth. And then, shut up, man. And then, you know, they end up jumping the girl. Then her clique come, you know, then they start a whole riot. Then, you know, once they
Like I said,
what they do, or if they still play, you know, they gonna be like, you know, it ain't over. Then that's when they keep fighting until they win, I guess. But I don't know, I think it's childish.
that's my question. Like, why would you, if you was in a clique or something like that, and a girl that probably the messiest one in y'all group was like, oh, I don't like her. And then the other one was like, well, I don't like her either. And then the other one was like, yeah, boy, I got you. You know, and it just turns to all kinds of stuff that's not even necessary. You don't know that person. Like I said, you don't know her to not like her. Maybe if you found out why they was beefing, you could maybe settle it, you know? So if you got that problem, just try to settle it with the person that they beefing with, and maybe you can end it all.
That's true.
Man,
Lexus.
I need a mic, dog. Hold on, man.
All right, we have a question. How do you, as Christian youth, handle when somebody wants to fight you, especially when they in your face and
A lot of times when somebody want to fight you, sometimes you don't even know why. So, I mean, if somebody want to fight you, you should find out why first, and y'all should like step aside and talk about it, and you let him know how you feel.
But Quincy, what if they try to? What if your people? Hold on, Lance.
What?
y'all
What if
please
your
hush,
people?
thank you.
What if your people around you be like, man, why you gotta find out? Just go handle it. Then what you do?
Because I mean, you don't even know what you're fighting for. So
Yeah, but I'm addressing the peer pressure of the situation as we talked about in the first week when we was here. You know,
Okay,
when we started
yeah.
filming. Peer pressure. When somebody walks to you, be like, oh, this dude want to fight you. And be like, oh, I'm about to go ask him why.
Yeah, because you don't. Yeah, I understand peer pressure because
But that
you don't
is
want to feel like a punk because when you hear somebody want to fight you, everybody know this dude want to fight you, but you want to step aside and talk about it. You know, it make you look like a punk or make it look like you scared.
But it's the right thing to do.
And most of the time, your friends be right there, be like, man, you better go up to them, don't say nothing, just hit them, you know, stuff like that. You be having your head be blown up, and so when you see them, you just be like, hey,
And sometimes you want to get your respect, and you want to let them know that you
about yours.
about you.
And sometimes if you like in a situation like that, and say you got people on side of you telling you, man, go hit him, and you thinking about in your head, well, if I hit him, this gonna happen and that's gonna happen. If them people sitting there telling you that you should go hit him, and you know that's not the right thing to do, that's not even your real friends. You shouldn't even be hanging around them in the first place.
Lance,
Bring your people to
But it's like, what if, like, because y'all talk about peer pressure, it's like, what if you like, well, I'm gonna go confront this person about the problem anyway and ask them, and as soon as you be like, hey, I want to talk to you about.
okay, all right. Okay, so I
You're trying to talk and then you just bust up and get hit.
Okay, so what if she asks you, like, what if you walk up to them
and they hit you.
and they don't hit you, they just get an attitude with you, and you got a bad attitude too. So that just caused two people clashing heads. Yeah, but if they hit you, then
They hit you.
defend yourself. I'm talking about when
You ain't got no choice but to defend yourself.
Yeah, like Lacey was saying, if they have an attitude, well, you need to fix your attitude, because if you can fix your attitude, you can possibly prevent the fight. But if both of y'all going up there buck ready to fight and not listening to nobody's point of view, because once you got that attitude, you in the mindset, I'm ready. So you gonna fight. So you need to check yourself before you go to that person, whether you wrong or not, because you can prevent so much if you going with the right attitude. And now to the one with the hitting in the face, use wisdom, don't get beat.